Hey, hobby friends. Your old Pelbo here, the only man on YouTube with a face for radio and a voice for print. Coming at you again with an exciting video guest, news and announcements from the world of gaming. First, a hearty shout out to Brian from Weird World War II for including me, at least my likeness, in his Weird World War II game with his bride Mel this week. It was kind of fun to watch, and I feel kind of fortunate that it was my avatar that killed Stretcho. I imagine what must have smelled like, like a smoldering tire fire on the battlefield as that Molotov cocktail, you know, hit the Japanese super and left him in a puddle of goo. Anyway, appreciate that. Also want to give a shout out to Shadow and Sun. His video yesterday on eBay purchases was really awesome. It's a good series. Check it out. I'm really liking that. As I go through my own quest and purchases, I'm still trying to find a GURPS 4th edition Discworld by Terry Pratchett in hardcover. The soft cover is still print on demand. I think you can get it from Steve Jackson, Amazon Web Store, and maybe Warehouse 23. I can't remember, but I'll probably pick up the soft cover trade eventually, but I'm still looking for the hardcover first edition right now. So if anybody has the first edition hardcover Discworld or any first edition GURPS 4 ebooks that they're interested in getting rid of, let me know in the comments below. I'm trying to pick up a little collection. Most of them around 10 or 11 years old, 12 years old, 15 years old. But yeah, I'm kind of interested in the first editions for most of them. I still have a few. There are a couple of the rarer ones. Small prints, but really not a lot of demand for them. I don't see a lot of people collecting those or trying to hold on to them at this point. More shenanigans from Games Workshop this week. The Kill Team Ashes of Faith boxed set once again sold out in about 10 or 15 seconds online. Expect the scalpers to get that. Expect to see it on eBay for about 3 times the going price. Of the set, the only 2 parts that are not available now are the Inquisition Kill Team and the rules and paper for the expansion. There's no scenery in that box. I think I got a copy of it from my favorite friendly local hobby shop, MRS Hobbies in Sandy and Salt Lake City. Shout out to MRS Hobbies. Not a sponsored video, but they're good people and do good works. If I have a copy from them, I'll probably divide the box into thirds: 1/3 Inquisition, 1/3 Chaos, 1/3 paper, and then I'll keep the Imperial third, and then sell the Chaos third and paper third at cost. Just divide it up 3 ways, or about 3 ways. If the paper goes for a little bit more, a little bit less, I'll adjust the Chaos accordingly. So if you're interested in picking up the paper from Ashes of Faith or the Chaos from Ashes of Faith, you can let me know there too. Otherwise, I'll probably just make it available for local pickup or just sell it on Facebook Marketplace or something like that. What else? Not one, but 2, a double unboxing video today. I have a box from thatDarnCat at Evil Cultists Incorporated. Picked this up today. Really excited. So let's just get the live unboxing and reaction to that. Always make sure that you get the hobby knife and bring it towards yourself in a sawing and jerking motion. That's the most effective way to use an inch of hardened and razor sharp X-Acto. That's right. Or pull it backwards. Make sure to use the non sharp side, but still just kind of. If you're a Shadow and Sun fan, you get the joke. Love Shadow and Sun. Love Shadow and Jackie. Some of the most entertaining videos of the week to be had. In fact, let me just get a minute. I really like this crew that I've kind of fallen in with. Mr. Max, Shadow, DM James, Hungar, the Star Varian, on Shadow and Sun. Still waiting for some videos from thatDarnCat. Let me give us another, Kevin at thatDarnCat. That guy is a repository. I mean, a real data bank of role playing gaming going back to the 70s, really. So hoping that we can get him to start making videos so that he can share his knowledge and experiences with us. It's a spaceship. It's a little bit. Let's see if I can find a true 20 millimeter, and put him next to my regimental advisor who's still in the stages of painting. Yeah, that would make a really good piece of scatter terrain. In fact, I think I might prime this today since I've got the primer airbrush set up. That is a pretty cool rescue. Like I said, I think especially from a distance, put that down on the hex map. And there's the drop pod, the Buzz Lightyear drop pod. Shadow was talking about these. And again, I think with a little bit of airbrushing, maybe goes for some OSL or just maybe some glowing effects. Slap that down on the tabletop too. Have it open up and have an alien come out of that. Yeah, that is really freaking cool. Another ship, little bit small for 28 mil, but again, a good piece of scatter terrain. It could be a drone. It does have the transparent canopy, but I think I can paint that blue or black, shiny. Maybe paint the inside of it. Yeah, just paint the inside of it. And there's a little pilot. Again, a little bit small, but would make a great drone or piece of scatter terrain for my GURPS game. For the Friday night game, kids. Huh? And there is the robot. Let me see how big he is. Yeah, that's actually, especially if I don't know if he's worth basing and painting considering his size and lack of detail. But even just putting him down on the tabletop, yeah, a little bit of paint. Oh my laws. Look at that. Look at that. Is that a monk or a wizard? It's white metal. Ralpartha or Grenadier maybe? Look at that. I'll probably put him on a round base just because. File off his legs, stab him in some cork, give him a little bit of basing. Something else to put in the back of the pile. Another of the drop pods. Oh, with the robot inside. So let's get the effect. Yeah. So I think if I just cut down, I could probably just get the Dremel tool and cut down all of that, and put a 1-inch 25 or 25 mil base. Will a 32 fit? Will a 32 mil base fit inside? Not quite. 32 mil won't quite fit, but 25 will fit. Yeah, I think I'll just get the Dremel tool and do a little surgery on this bad boy. Maybe put the grinder and open up the inside a little bit too. Yeah, that would be easy peasy. These are cool. I know that a lot of folks, when the Buzz Lightyear stuff went on clearance, and a lot of gamers went through, especially there was a fairly big not dropship. Yeah, shuttlecraft that had looked like a big pregnant guppy, the big bottom, looking like a helicopter. Yeah, and a lot of folks went through and repainted those for Stargrave, for your Stargrave ship. So yeah, it looks like I've got 4 of these. These are great. These for scatter terrain or anything. Maybe I might sand the bottom just so that sits flatter on the table. But you know, I do have the Dremel tool out right now, so that's not a problem. Yeah, Buzz Lightyear. These Buzz Lightyear drop pods are. These are going to go into the Friday night game. Again, if the players take it there, I'm not interested in. Looks like it's spring loaded, kids. So there's the button on the bottom, and you push it down on the tabletop, and boop, it opens up. Yeah, for your put 4 of your MI, your mobile infantry. Put 4 of your mobile infantry in there. Go to town, and so I've got 2 of these. I think these would probably tarred up really well with some rattle can, and maybe just some silver airbrushing. Rattle can black, silver dry brush. Yeah. Thank you, thatDarnCat. You are a gentleman and a scholar and all the other things, all the other lies that people tell about each other. All right, now the second unboxing. This is from our good friends Shadow and Sun. Lots of love to Shadow, lots of love to Jack. Once again, pulling the X-Acto blade towards me, any sawing, ripping motion. Better if the blade's just a little bit dull too, you know? That way you're not likely to get cut at all. Oh my laws. Look at this. What is this? What is that? Starship Troopers, Man vs. Monster, Avalon Hill. When I was a kid, I used to pick up the Avalon Hill games at swap meets for like $1 or something. You know, there was like that weird chest that had like 15 different pieces with the Archer, all those plastic boards. There was a Civil War game. They were all really cool. But look at that art. That is from the old Starship Troopers box art. And I really love how it describes that they're described in the books. In the book, Robert Heinlein describes them as hydrocephalic gorillas. So you get that bubble helmet. It's not quite like the book. I think in the book their weapons were mounted on their arms, and they had shoulder-mounted grenade launchers and missile launchers. But that really fits. Oh, let's open it up. Oh yeah, boy. Can you even say it's Avalon Hill if it doesn't come with 100 paper chits? Love that. Love that musty old smell. Let's see. Let's look what we got in the. Let's see what we got in the. Got rules of play. Looks like it's about 30 or 40 pages. Hex maps. And then the big cardboard hex maps. Oh my gosh. This would be really fun to take like to a church game night or to a community game night or a beer and pretzels game night. Quality's not bad. It's typical. It's the old Avalon Hill. The box is a little bit sun faded, but the boards are in really good shape. Wow, what a treasure! Really, this is the kind of thing that if you got your vacation cabin or something like that, or if the power goes out, oh, you really want to have. Again, very, very thankful. Shadow, you too are a scholar and a gentleman. Again, I feel so blessed to have this group on for my Friday night game. And I started thinking that I would like to start role playing again, but nobody had the kind of game that I wanted to play. So Shadow and Omanel and Mark, and then now my good old friend Josh just joined the game this week. How blessed. Let's see what is in this one. Oh wow. Old, what is this? Is this like 5th edition? Old Codex Space Marines from thatDarnCat. again, I don't play, but these books, and you can usually pick them up for next to nothing. They have got such great, the old heavy metal paint style. Look at that Tech Marine and the bike. Just for the color pictures alone, and all the lore and variants. Back when Games Workshop actually encouraged you to to play with the game. Oh my laws! All right, look at this. Arduin Dungeon #2, The Howling Tower by David Hargrave. David Hargrave is the other Dave, right? Dave Harnison, we all know about, but Dave Hargrave did so much for the hobby and so much for the game. And I plan on doing a review of the Arduin reprints, Arduin Grimoire reprints really soon, in preparation for Emperor's Choice's Arduin role-playing game that should be coming out in the next year and a half, I think. But look at these! My gosh, what treasures! Yeah, and I'm not a game collector. I'm gonna tear this bag open a tiny bit to get this out. This is definitely going. I have 2 role-playing game shelves. We've got the shelf down here in the man cave that's got all of the sci-fi stuff in it, and then I've got another shelf up in my bedroom that has the fantasy stuff in it. There's a little bit of overlap. I think I've got the Dark Albion books on my sci-fi shelf from Pundit, because I'm planning on using the Dark Albion stuff as I'm mining the lore for my sci-fi game. But look at these. Oh my gosh. Are these the cards? These are, oh, look at that. The artifact and item cards that always came in the Emperor's Choice, pre-Emperor's Choice, the Arduin. These are like unpunched, unused. Yeah, I'll definitely have to make copies of these, maybe scan them and then make some really good copies to cut out for the players. If I ran this game right now, I would probably use the boxed set GURPS Fantasy, which is sort of a GURPS Lite that's just pared down just for fantasy, and Death Heart Dungeon and Overland Adventure. Oh, who doesn't love a good hex crawl, guys? Huh? Am I right? Hex crawl. These. Let me see if I can find a Grimoire Games production. Let me see if I can find a date on these. I wonder if they even have dates on them. Oh, 8 new monsters, 8 new treasures. Map of Deaths of Heart's immediate era. Map showing locations of the Howling Tower. Thank you so much, thatDarnCat. These, I really hope to maybe put these in the next campaign. In the find a way to incorporate some of this into the Inquisition game that we're going to be planning really soon. And Fantasy Trip in the Labyrinth. Fantasy Trip is the other, that's a precursor to GURPS Fantasy. It's not, thatDarnCat would tell you that it's not GURPS Fantasy. Wyatt actually has a lot of the Fantasy Trip books, but we have yet to play a whole lot of it. I keep hoping that he gets a little bit more motivated. Oh, Codex Dark Angels. More, was this Hungar's faction? Wasn't DM James Blood Angels and Hungar Dark Angels? I might have mixed it up, and forgive me if I did. But again, these are an older edition. The painting. You want these for the painting tutorials and the painting guidelines. All right. Well, that concludes the unboxing portion of the video. Um, wow. Again, it's like Christmas. Can I just say how thankful I am to have such great friends in the hobby? Um, I've got enough stuff here to last me my whole life. And if I divide the hobby three ways into playing, prepping, and modeling, I've got enough stuff just right here on my table to um, probably last the rest of the year. And it's only May. So let's see, Friday night game really going well. It there was some good plot twists this week. Um, so a lot of those were born of spontaneity. The game told me what it wanted to do, especially when Josh decided when he came on board. It sort of threw some monkey wrenches into the players' assumptions regarding the nature of the campaign. But that's good. I'm a big fan of making uh, making your campaign a the campaign is really another character. Some folks say that the DM, GM, referee, keeper, master is a player at the table, but I don't think that's true because if I run the NPCs, the non-player characters, how can I be a player in the game? But I do think that the campaign almost becomes a character of its own. The interaction between living and non-living, organic and inorganic, and I mean, it kind of talks to me sometimes when I'm thinking about prepping and playing. So I want to wrap it up. It's been 22 minutes. Uh, any ideas for future videos? I do want to do some stuff on my takes on what it means to role play and what it means to be part of a role playing game and a role playing community. I do want to have some more painting going on here. I do need to. My airbrush kind of got clogged up yesterday, and it was sort of sputtering and spattering out paint. I was trying to paint this wheel conversion chimera, and it kind of spattered a little bit, which is fine. When I paint over it again, I'm just gonna stipple it with a sponge anyway. So if I get a little bit of texture on the prime, I don't care. Got these wheel conversion kit on eBay. No, it's one of the British guys. I can't remember. I just thought it would look really better with wheels than tracks. Don't really have an Imperial Guard army, but I do have probably several hundred points of Imperial Guard at this point. But I'm just using them for, again, for the tabletop role playing, not tabletop gaming. All right, I have rambled long enough. Again, special thanks to Shadow and Sun and thatDarnCat for sponsoring today's video. Again, these are not sponsored items. These were gifts from very dear friends. And if I do provide a review, there will be things that I've paid for my own money. Look for future reviews on the Emperor's Choice Arduin reprints. The first one will be coming up soon, and more stuff on the Friday night game. Again, play the game you want to play. Enjoy it. Suck the marrow out of life. Throw dice with your friends. Make merry, and make adventures that you'll cherish and memories you will cherish for the rest of your lives. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting on this video. One more thing before I go, check and make sure that you are subscribed. I've had word that some of my subscribers have been unsubscribed by YouTube. I know they do that sometimes if they think that no one's watching your videos. It sort of pushes you back further down in the algorithm. It's not really fair, but that's life. It's a nice day. Get out there and play. And as Voldemort says, whatever you do today, be sure to have some fun. And I bid you peace.